Quiet, please. Quiet, please.
Welcome to Reimagined Radio, a program about sound-based storytelling. With each episode, we explore how dialogue, sound effects, and music can engage your listening imagination and promote storytelling. Here to tell you about this episode is John Barber, producer and host.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reimagined Radio. This episode is Quiet, Please, a series often called the most creative in the crowded field of thriller mysteries. This episode is part of a multi-episode tribute to radio writer and director Wyllis Cooper. We began this tribute with our Black Museum episode. A planned future episode will focus on Cooper's Lights Out series. It's an interesting episode, and I hope you'll stick around and listen in. For more information and the episode script, visit our website, reimaginedradio.fm. Thank you for listening as Reimagined Radio presents Quiet, Please. In the episode The Black Museum, we introduce Whitehall 1212, written and directed by Wyllis Cooper, 1951 to 1952. Whitehall 1212 is one of 3 great radio series created by Cooper. Working backward, with this episode, we spotlight Quiet Please, 1947 to 1949. In a future episode, we'll focus on Lights Out, a very popular thriller, 1934 to 1936. With Quiet Please, Cooper writes primarily for Ernest Chappell. They met while working for the Campbell Playhouse. Cooper was writing scripts. Chappell was narrating them. Cooper wanted to create a non-traditional mystery series. He wanted Chappell to narrate and voice the leading character in each episode. Working together, Wyllis and Chappell created episodes dealing with psychological situations, mysteries, sometimes fantasies. They showcase the quiet, slow, suspenseful, and engaging storytelling for which the series is noted. The pilot episode, first broadcast June 8, 1947, sets the tone for the series. Let's listen now to Nothing Behind the Door.
A little house, maybe 20 feet long, 15 feet wide. It's made of corrugated iron sheets with a high peaked roof. It sort of hangs over the edge of the mountaintop, with nothing but the spikes of pine trees stretching all the way down to Pasadena, better than a mile below you. Did you ever get out to California? Well, if you do, go up there sometime and take a look at that little house. But look at it through the fence that surrounds it. That's far enough, through the fence. You go out Foothill Boulevard toward Pasadena, but you turn off on Angeles Crest Highway at La Canada. Just keep on driving uphill. You'll get there. Just keep right on going. The top of Mount Wilson at the end of the highway. Did you ever look through a big telescope? At the sky at night? At the things up there? Things so far away you sprain your brain just trying to imagine how far away they are. With nothing between you and them, billions and billions of miles of nothing. I don't know what it does to you, but, brother, I freeze. Listen, do you know there are holes in the sky? No, I mean it. I've seen them. There's a thing in the constellation Andromeda. No, wait a minute. I'm not going to get technical with you. Just listen. There's this thing, astronomers call it the Horsehead Nebula. You know what it is? It's a hole. It's a great big patch of nothing. Just nothing. There aren't any stars there. There's just a hole. No, nobody knows anything about it. Astronomers look at it, they take pictures of it, and there it stays. There it is now and tomorrow and the next day and 1,000,000 years from now, and it's been there always. Yes, it has. It's so far away that what you see now is the way it looked 1,000,000,000 years ago, before there was anybody to see it, Brent. And there's lots more of those places. So what's all this got to do with a little house up on top of Mount Wilson? I'll tell you. This was quite some time ago. I'd been living in California, see, for several years. I had a couple of bucks, had a nice little place near Venice. That was before the valley got to be so popular with movie people, radio comics, people like that. And it wasn't bad living alone, waking up in the middle of the night hearing the Southern Pacific lark whistle for a crossing out around Chatsworth, listening to a dog howling way out across the valley, going back to sleep. I don't get back to sleep so easy these days. Well, these people from Cleveland were out there, Aldo Minucci and Hugh Grant. We used to be great friends, Aldo and Hugh and I, so nothing would do but they'd come to stay with me. That was all right. I had a Dodge convertible. The boys got quite a kick out of California. That's how we came to go up to Mount Wilson that day. Aldo and Hugh had been, looking around for odd places. They had some ideas. So one day we were having breakfast, and they were looking at an automobile club bulletin. Aldo said, "Let's go to Mount Wilson." So we did. I've been up there once before. You know how it is in California. I knew everything. I thought I knew everything. I found out different. We were inside the big dome where the 100-inch telescope is. It's like being inside a giant's watch. The telescope is in the middle, a big spidery framework with ladders climbing all over it up under this dome. The tourists stand on the kind of a catwalk around the edge while the astronomer explains as much as he thinks the Applenauters will understand. There were just a few of us that day standing close to the little kind of pulpit, listening with our mouths open. Yeah, it is like a pulpit. I got to thinking that day how the astronomer looked like a priest up there. A nice old white-haired fella like a priest. And I was thinking he was talking about the heavens, too. I'd seen it all before, but my mouth was as wide open as Hugh's and Aldo's.
And the Earth is moving through space, too. It moves around the sun at the rate of about 18.5 miles per second.
What's space, mister?
It's nothing.
What about the air?
There are a few miles of air, my friend, and then nothing.
Huh. Oh, stars.
Yes, stars. And the places where there are no stars.
My skin twitched a little when he said that. The places where there are no stars. Did yours? Well, the show was over. We went outside into the sunlight. We walked across the long wooden bridge. There's a deep gully in front of the dome. And down a little path past the thing they call a coelostat. A small dome on legs about 100 feet. Thing they study the sun and sunspots and things like that with. It was quiet up there along toward the middle of the afternoon. There was a chill in the air. The path leads through the woods. Biggest live oaks you ever saw. Leads through the woods over to the old hotel. So I said, "Hey, how about a beer before we start down, huh?"
A beer, that's for me.
Can I get hard liquor up here, Ross?
Oh, I don't think so. Anyway, I wouldn't want to drink, not with all that mountain road ahead of me.
No, sir. Don't you take no drink, Ross. I don't want to ride that road with nobody's had a drink of liquor. Maybe you shouldn't have a beer, even.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Beer won't hurt me.
Hey, what's his fence for?
Oh, I never noticed that before.
That's quite a fence. Have a hard time getting over that.
What would you want to get over it for?
I don't know. What do you suppose is on the other side where they got this heavy fence?
I don't see anything. Except that little house out there on stilts.
Yeah, funny-looking place.
Fence goes right around it.
You got a gate?
Oh, come on. Let's get a beer.
No, I want to look at this, Ross.
Probably they got something valuable in there.
Sure, scientific instruments or something. This place is all full of that stuff.
Hey, look. Sign.
Huh?
Where?
Here.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wait. What's it say?
The public is forbidden to pass beyond this fence under severe penalty.
That all?
Yeah.
What do you suppose they got in that place?
I don't know. I don't care.
Hey, there's a door up at the end of that trestle. Maybe we could get back and get in through that other shed where the trestle starts, huh?
What do you want to go in there for? Oh, come on. We got to get going.
Oh, I'm just curious. You know what I mean. Place might come in handy.
Oh, yeah.
See? Especially if they keep everybody out like this.
But the thing must be full of stuff, like Ross said, scientific stuff.
Yeah, might be, might not be. Hey, here comes that fellow that made the spiel up there.
Well, ask him. He'd know.
He won't tell you.
Well, we'll find out. Hey, fella.
How are you?
Hey.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah. What's in that funny-looking building?
Over there? Nothing.
Yeah?
What's the idea of the fence, then?
You don't want people to go in there.
Oh, I'd sure like to see what's in it.
Said there's nothing in there.
You sure, mister?
Yes, I'm absolutely
Could we get a pass to go in there, maybe?
No. You saw the sign, didn't you?
Yeah, it said something about penalty of the law.
You didn't read it very carefully.
He didn't read it. I did.
Read it again.
Wait. Public forbidden to pass beyond this fence under severe penalty.
Big? I see what he means. He didn't say anything about the law.
Oh,
That's right.
well then.
There are other fellows.
Oh. Tough guy, huh?
No, not at all.
Well, what does it mean, then?
I'll give you a little friendly advice. I wouldn't try to find out if I were you.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Do you really know what's in there, mister?
Yes.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, lads. Let's go get that beer.
Well, of course, you know what was up. You're way ahead of me. My Cleveland pals weren't in California just for a vacation. There was a bank I'd had my eye on for a while out in Pacific Palisade. It wasn't the first bank that Minucci and Hugh Grant and I had worked a deal on. I didn't go much for this place up on Mount Wilson with nothing in it and a fence around it. Aldo and Hugh, well, after all, could you find a better place to stash away some dough? Nobody could get in, they said. And if we could, well, so I bought the idea finally. And to make a long story short, we took, I think it was $53,000 out of the bank. 53, 54. Now, what's the difference? All gone now. It's a long drive from Pacific Palisades over Sunset Boulevard, then up Beverly Glen to the valley, through Venice to Sunland, down past the sanitarium on Foothill Boulevard to where you turn off on the Angeles Crest Highway. The long drive, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning. That was when we pulled out of Pacific Palisades. It was summer. If after you turn on the mountain road, you're not allowed to smoke. You see, a fire warden might come along, and those guys can tell somebody smoking in a car a half mile off. They throw you in a can for it, forest fires. Now, we didn't want anybody stopping us. It was risky enough anyway, because practically nobody ever drives up there late at night. Or early in the morning, I mean. Well, we didn't meet anybody. All three of us were jittery with no cigarettes. That road. Tough enough in daylight. Oh, in the dark. It was 4:30 when we got to the top. The hotel was dark. Cabins were dark. But the sky, just like solid with stars. Why, you could pretty near reach up and touch it. I remember the old guy in the 100-inch dome. Nothing between us and the stars. And down below, and if you've ever been up there at night, you know what I mean. That's like looking down at stars. The lights are 17, 18, 19 towns. Pasadena, Los Angeles, Hollywood, Van Nuys, San Fernando, Culver City, Santa Monica. It makes my hair stand on end when I think of it. And I haven't seen it for never mind how many years. Well, we stumbled through the pitch dark. We got off the path 3 times, nearly fell downhill. Brother, that'd be a fall. We still couldn't risk a cigarette. It was dark. Hugh Grant was in front, then me, then Aldo. We each had briefcases. Hugh had a pair of those big spring wire cutters that are through a steel cable. All of a sudden, he bumped into the fence.
Ouch.
What's the matter?
The fence.
Where are you?
Stand still, will you?
It's dark.
Shut up. Listen for a minute. Hear anything?
No.
No?
See anything?
No?
Look.
What?
The dome over there.
You see somebody?
No. Them 2 big windows up there. But that big round dome looks like somebody watching us.
Sure does.
Oh, cut it out. I'm going to try the fence with the cutters.
Want the flashlight?
You chump. No.
I wish we...
What?
Well, forget it. I just don't like that place.
I get out of the way.
Want to help you?
Just keep out of the way. Wait. Hear anything?
Well, that wire made enough noise to...
All right, all right. I'll try another strand. See if you can slide under there, one of you.
Me. No, can't make it yet.
I'll try another. I'll look out for your arm there. Now try.
Wait till I take off my coat. All right, now, let's see.
Well, how about it?
He's through.
All right, go ahead.
Me?
You.
Well, I... Cut another strand, Hugh.
I'll make it now.
I guess so. Yeah. Where are you, Aldo?
Right here. Come on, Hugh. Hey, slide the briefcases through first.
Coming up. Got him?
Got it.
Here I come. All set.
All set.
I'm all set. I'm as all set as I ever will be, I figure. I don't like any part of this place. I don't like the dark. I don't like the stars up above us. I don't like the lights down below. I don't like the silence. I don't like climbing around the top of a mountain with nothing under me but thin air for a mile or more. All I can hear is Hugh and Aldo in front of me, cracking through the weeds, cursing when one of them whacks a shin against a sharp rock.
Listen.
All I can see is 2 black shapes in front of me. Blacker shape, that's the building, a little house with nothing in it. Aldo and Hugh are panting. 6,800 feet, you know. Your breath is pretty short. It's tough going, especially when you're dragging a briefcase full of money, too. And you're scared and sweating and tired. And then all of a sudden, we're under the building, alongside one of the struts that hold up the little crescent.
Loosen me up, Aldo.
Aldo loosens him up. He was a little guy. He's spry. A lot sprier than I am up there a mile in the air, and I guess he's not as scared as I am. So I look up, and he's sprawling on the trestle with 9 million stars behind him, reaching down to me.
Have my hand, Russ.
I scrambled up. I never know how I made it either. There we are in a second. Aldo's up there with us.
Now, keep quiet a minute and rest. Sound knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hear anything, Hugh?
Just the wind. Russ.
No, I thought I heard something. Guess it's just the wind.
Listen. It's the wind. Well?
So we stood up. So Hugh walked the rest of the way down the little trestle. We followed him, stumbling over the planks. There was the door. He rattled the bar on it. It was padlocked. So Hugh took the big cutters and he wrenched away at the bar. He shivered there in the cold, waiting to see if anybody heard us. There wasn't a sound. So Hugh tried again. And the bar fell off. We kept still for another minute. And then...
Open the door. Hey, where's the flashlight?
Wait.
Nobody can see us. Put your fingers over it and turn it in there.
Okay. I don't see anything.
Well, the guy said there was nothing in there.
I can't see a thing. Open up the light a little more.
I got it open. It's all black in there.
There's something the matter with the light.
Oh, there ain't. Look.
Turn that light off me.
Well, look now when I shine it inside.
Nothing.
Well, there's got to be something in there.
Nothing, the man said.
Can't even see the floor.
Well, I'll find out if there's anything in there.
No, don't go in. Can't tell what's liable to be.
Well, look out. I'll toss the briefcase in.
No. Throw the wire cutters in.
Where are they?
Here.
For the love of Mike, look out, will you? Keep still. You'll wake up the dead. Well, nobody heard us, I guess. A shot with luck tonight, no kidding. I'll give you them cutters.
Here.
Shine the light in there. Sure can't see anything, can you?
Throw 'em in.
Oh, get out of the doorway. Keep the light in there.
Go ahead. Throw 'em against the far wall.
All right. Look out.
Where'd they go?
Tossed them hard enough to bounce. Move the light around. I can't see a thing.
I can't either. They ought to be. The light just kind of seems to...
Oh, cut it out. There's probably some kind of stuff on the floor. Powdered. Maybe they fell into it. Here, stand to one side, Ross.
What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going in to look around. You got a gun, Aldo?
Just this little 32.
All right, come on. Ross, you stay here and watch and listen.
I wouldn't go in there, Hugh.
Nobody asked you to. I'm going. Come on, Aldo.
Now listen, you.
You got the screaming Mimis, too. Come on with that gun. There's nothing in there.
Look, Hugh. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, shut up. Yeah. Might as well take the dough, too. We can stick it in there. Go ahead, Aldo, with the light.
You go first.
All right. Now stand there and keep your ears.
Hey, Hugh. Where are you? Can't see him.
Listen, Aldo, don't go in there.
I got to. Hey, Hugh. Hugh. Where are you?
Listen, Aldo.
Keep your eyes and ears open now. We'll be right back. Hey, Hugh. You all right? I'm coming in, Hugh. Hugh.
Aldo.
What's in there? Hey, Hugh! Okay, Ross. Something's the matter with him. Here I come. Hugh! I'm gonna...
Hugh. Hey, Hugh. Aldo. Hey, what's in there, you two? Hugh.
I can see you. You can stand up now. They won't come out, I assure you. Come on, son, stand up.
I've got a gun.
No, you haven't. Stand up.
When my friends come out...
They're not coming out, my friend. Stand up. You wouldn't believe me when I told you.
What's in there? What's in there, I said?
I told you there's nothing behind that door.
My friends went in there.
They're not there now. There's nothing in there. You understand me? There's nothing in there.
Listen.
No, you listen. No, I suppose you do no good to tell you.
Tell me what?
I'd better show you.
Show me what?
Come with me.
No,
Come with me.
I won't. You've got to. Wait. Wait for me. Across the little trestle, away from the door he closed on my friends. Through another door. Into a long shed in the dark. And I was glad I couldn't see the stars. Out another door at the end of the shed. Down the path past the coelostat, reaching up into the skies, shining in the starlight, looking like one of those visitors from Mars you heard about on the radio. Across the little wooden bridge with the two eyes with a 100-inch dome staring down at me in a cold wind coming up the other side of the mountain. And up the ramp, into the dome itself. And up the iron stairs.
Follow me.
A little yellow light at the head of the stairs, and then out on the catwalk in the dark with the floor 40 feet below us. Up another ladder. My legs are getting tired. Up.
Follow me.
Up another dizzy ladder. And another. And across another spidery walk.
Here. Sit in this seat.
I can't speak. My throat is dry. My legs are trembling. I'm icy cold in that great dome. How far above the floor, I can't tell you.
Sit still. You won't fall.
What did...
Sit still, I said. You'll have to be sure. Wait. Magnetic declination. You can look now.
Look. At what?
Look through the telescope.
No.
Look, son. What do you see?
Stars. Millions of stars.
Wait. Look again. What do you see?
Nothing. Nothing.
Watch. Now?
Stars again. Millions. No, a black cloud.
Now?
Nothing.
That nothing you see is 1,000,000 light years away.
What is it?
There's nothing there to see. My friend, there are scores of places in this universe where there's nothing. Far places, near places. You understand what I mean?
Is that what you meant when you said...
When I said there's nothing behind that door? Yes.
Well, where?
Your friends? Your misguided friends? I don't know. Perhaps... Take your eye from the telescope. Wait. Look now, if you dare.
Well, what?
Look.
Yes. You guess what I saw. You guess what I saw clawing through black clouds of nothing. You guess what eyes I saw. I saw nothing. Yes, the little house is still there on Mount Wilson. You can go look at it if you want to, but don't go too close. Maybe somebody will tell you it's just a place where they store equipment. Maybe. Why do they keep the door locked then? Well, just one other thing. Don't you go around opening doors you don't know anything about. There might be nothing behind one of them.
You have just heard Quiet Please, which is written and directed by Wyllis Cooper. The man who talked to you is Ernest Chappell.
And the man who played Aldo Minucci is Martin Lawrence. Pat O'Malley was Hugh Grant and James Van Dyke, the astronomer. The music was composed and played by Gene Perazzo. Until next week, then, quietly yours, Ernest Chappell.
You're listening to Reimagined Radio. Our episode is Quiet Please, part of a multi-episode tribute to radio writer and director Wyllis Cooper. We'll return to that in a moment. But first, I want to tell you about the Fusebox Show podcast. Produced by Mark Rose, Milt Keynes, and Jeff Pollard, each episode features unique conversation and commentary that goes in directions one could never predict. Listen to these examples.
Fusebox. It's said to have had glowing red eyes and razor-sharp teeth, also known, and this is how I've known it, as Lou Garou.
Wait a minute, didn't he pitch for the Red Sox?
Like I told Timmy just the other day, don't put that giant mantis alien in your mouth. You don't know where it's been.
Sage advice, bro.
TheFuseboxShow.com.
Learn more wherever you get your podcasts or at the Fusebox Show website, TheFuseboxShow.com. Time now for our second featured episode of Quiet Please. Critics and radio historians rank this one among the most notable of the series. And with good reason. Chappell is in his highest form, telling his slow and suspenseful tale to an unsuspecting guest. This is a taut thriller. First broadcast August 9, 1948. Enjoy listening to The Thing on the Forble Board.
Me, I'm a roughneck. Well, I was a roughneck, 20 years ago. A little too old, too slow now. Besides, I got $1 now. I don't have to be a roughneck, you see. Married, got a nice home. Had to meet my wife. Hey, Mike. Her name's Maxine, but she likes to be called Mike. Mike! I guess she's busy out in the kitchen someplace. Besides, she doesn't hear very well. Shame, too. She's so pretty and everything. Well, you'll meet her. Sit down. I was saying I was a roughneck. Well, no, that doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. A roughneck is an oil field worker, specifically a guy in a drilling crew. Call them roughnecks like you call a section hand on the railroad a gandy dancer, a garage hand a grease monkey. Same time you work around a drilling crew for a while, you're going to be a roughneck in every sense of the word, boy. A derrick floor or a Forble board is no place for a guy with a bow tie. Because when you have to fool around with drilling holes that go farther down the ground than it is from the top of Pike's Peak down to sea level, sure they do. The time I was a roughneck, we'd got this one well down to 7,313 feet. That was a record. But last May, Pure Oil brought one in out in the Natrona Valley in Wyoming at 14,309 feet. That, friend, is almost 3 miles. Quite a hole, that, huh? Sure, I don't think there's an oil man in the world that don't wonder one time or another what's down there, besides rock and oil and gas. Oil that's made out of trees that died 20 million years ago. Oil that's made out of dinosaur bones. Oil that's maybe made out of the flesh and blood of men, maybe, that beat each other to death with a stone axe, ate saber-toothed tiger for lunch. Yeah, you get to wondering. You look at the cores that come up from way down there, and sometimes the little shells, trilobites mostly, that was alive when Manhattan Island, where New York is, was under half a mile of ice. We found something once, me and Billy Grunwald, and something found us. I'll tell you about it. We were down to around 5,400 feet. We'd set casing. We began to get water, so we had to stop drilling and cement off. Well, you see, when water begins to seep in the hole, you pull your drill pipe, then you let down a cementing shoe inside the casing, and you plug up the bottom of the hole, casing and all, with quick hardening waterproof cement. Then when it's hard, you drill through the cement and go on down, and the cement outside the casing at the bottom keeps the water out. Well, we had the drill pipe all pulled and racked. The cement was setting, see, so we was shut down, waiting for it to harden. We'd been coring just before. Well, you see, a core drill is hollow, and as the bit digs down, it stuffs the drillings up inside it, so when you pull it out, you got a sample of the kind of stuff you're going through. And a geologist can tell a lot from that. So there's nobody around the rig except me that night. The rest of the crew's going into town. I was toasting some pork chops over the forge for my supper. I heard a car pulling up. Look out, it's Billy Grunwald, the geologist, and I give him a hello. Hi, Billy. Come and have a pork chop.
Hi, Porky. Where's everybody?
They all went to town. I'm the whole crew.
I had 3 blowouts between here and Oxnard.
Yeah, I wondered where you was. Ted said you'd be in here about 3.
Yeah, I would have been, except for my tough luck. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, hungry?
Starved.
Yeah, I got 7 pork chops. And bread. And some coffee, kind of.
Swell. Hey, I got a bottle in the car.
We're going to have a banquet.
Hey, where's that core? That's what I came up here to look at.
Yeah, back there on the bench. Look at it after supper.
Hey.
What?
Didn't you say you were all alone here?
Uh-huh.
I thought I heard somebody talking.
I don't see anybody. Keep an eye on that pork chop. You won't have any supper.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Here, let me put the coffee on. Like so.
When did you finish cementing?
This morning. Last tower only made about 10 feet of holes, so Ted shut down before we get flooded out of house and home.
Funny about that water.
How?
Oughtn't to be any at that level, according to my figuring.
Well, there is.
Is it salt?
Sure, right out of the bottom of the ocean.
That's funny. Well, maybe I'll be able to tell something from the core. Yeah, I hope so. The last core I looked at, I'd have sworn we were getting into shale.
Ain't seen none yet from the cuttings.
That's funny.
Here, your pork chop's done. Yeah, take some bread.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, man.
Good, huh? Yeah, put on another. I had 2 already before you come.
Yeah, much obliged. Yeah, you never can tell what's down there. You get it all mapped and plotted out, all the strata. And all you know is what comes out of the hole.
Yeah, I'd like to go down there sometime if I was little enough.
Never get you down a hole.
Yeah, you'd fit. You're skinny.
I'll stay up here and look at the cores, Bud. Where is that one?
Behind you. Over there.
Oh. Well, I'll have a look at it.
Well, why don't you wait till you finish your supper?
I'm just going to look at it. Put on another pork chop for me.
Okay.
Well, I wish those screech owls would keep...
What's the matter?
Hey, wait a minute, Porky.
Well, why did...
Listen.
What's eating you?
You know, I'd have sworn there's somebody up there on that Forble board.
Ah, you're crazy. There's nobody up there.
Leaning against those stands of drill pipe.
Ah, they're just rack crooked. One of them slipped. Come on back and eat your pork chop.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Only
what you so jittery about, Billy? Come on, eat your sandwich. Here.
Yeah, well, thanks, Porky. I don't know. I'm just naturally that way, I guess. I'm always scared of the dark.
I'm scared.
Doggone it, I hate to be a baby, but I can't help it.
Scared of the dark? Honest?
Stupid, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody's scared of something. Me. Spiders scare the tar out of me. Black widows. Oh. I know how you feel, Billy.
There another light over here?
Yeah. Here.
Ah. Oh. That's better. Hey, listen, Porky. Go out to the car and look in the left-hand door pocket and bring back that bottle, will you? That's what I need.
Okay, kid. Okay. So I picked up a flashlight. I turned around and went outside. I found the car. And I got the bottle. And the floor of the derrick was all lit up, and when I saw a beam of light suddenly flash up toward the Forble board, I laughed. Billy Grunwald and his ideas. Sure, I looked up. There wasn't a darn thing up there, except the drill pipe racked against the fingerboard. Oh, this, Forble board. Well, you've seen oil derricks, or pictures of them? Do you know that little platform that runs around the outside of the derrick about halfway up? Well, that's the Forble board. Well, you see, drill pipe comes in lengths, and you handle them with several lengths screwed together so as to save time getting them in and out of the hole. 2 lengths is a double, 3 is a triple,
4 is a Fourble. When you pull the pipe, you heist it up inside the derrick of the traveling block, which moves up and down from the crown block at the top of the derrick. Then when a Forble pipe is pulled out, it's held in the rotary table. You break the joint with tongs, like a great big Stilton wrench, you see. Snub a cable that's fastened to the handle over the cathead on the drawworks, and that breaks the joint. Then you hold the tongs on the pipe, give the rotary table a few turns to unscrew it. You heist away with the traveling block and swing it over against the fingerboard, lean it against the derrick. The guy up on the Forble board takes off the traveling block. You do it all over again till you got all the pipe out, you see? Well, there wasn't anybody up on the Forble board except a screech owl, and it flew away. So Billy turned his light off, and I come on inside. And just as I come up the steps, he let out a yell.
Yay!
What's the matter? What's the matter, Billy?
Hey, come here. Look here.
Well, what's it?
Look, Porky.
My... Where did you find that?
Now, listen, Porky, I give you my word. That was embedded in the core.
Why, it couldn't be.
I tell you it was. Look where I dug it out. Hey, you know what? That rock there comes from a mile underground. And it's been a mile underground for 1,000,000 years. And look at this.
And I did look. And what he was holding was a gold ring. And it was all carved and filigreed just like jewelry. And there wasn't any kidding about it. It was real. No, wait a minute. Hang on, I ain't done. I poked at the core of rock that looked like a kind of petrified salami or something. And then it was my turn to pretty near jump out of my pants. Because right alongside the place where Billy dug out the ring, there was a mud-covered, but very unmistakable finger. I picked it up, and it was cold, and it was heavy, and it was solid rock. At least it felt like solid rock. And I looked at Billy, and Billy looked at me. He started to rub the mud off this here stone finger. And as he rubbed it, it begun to disappear. No, he could still feel it, he said, but when the mud was gone, neither one of us could see it. And he dropped it to the derrick floor. It went clunk, and we couldn't find it anyplace. So you know what we done? Well, we took that bottle and we took and finished it, Billy and me. We finished it in one slug apiece, and it was a full pint of bathtub gin. It tasted just like so much well water to me. And then we sat down on the derrick floor and we looked at each other. We didn't say a word. My eyes got heavier and heavier. The last thing I remember was I heard some kind of noise that seemed to be coming up from down on the Forble board 80 feet above us. I shut my eyes a minute. I guess I went to sleep. And I had awful dreams. Black widow, spiders crawling all over me with gold rings on their legs. Things I could hear but I couldn't see up on the Forble board. Billy Grunwald climbing up the ladder outside the derrick in the moonlight. Faces looking at me, and I couldn't figure out who they were. Then I was waked up by a horrible scream. A crash alongside me that shook the whole derrick. I opened my eyes to see Billy Grunwald lying on the floor 2 feet away with a broken neck. With a broken neck and his left hand, well, he put the gold ring on the little finger of his left hand, and the way his arms were spread out, his left little finger and the ring were gone. Well, friend, I got out of there. I run down to where Billy had left his car, and I got in. I stepped on the starter. And I couldn't get it to go, and then I remembered after I pretty near run down the battery that Billy had taken a key. I wasn't going up there and go through a dead man's clothes to get it. So I sat there in the car and shivered all by myself till daylight. And then Ted and the crew came. Afterwards, a state cop, and everybody in the world was asking me questions.
Did you and Billy have a fight, Porky?
I told you we didn't, Ted.
But you had been drinking.
We only had that little pint, Ted.
Well, what was he doing up on the Forble Board? Did you threaten him, and did he run up there to get away from
Listen, cop, don't be a chump. Billy Grunwald and I were good friends.
Then why'd you push him off the Forble Board?
I didn't, I tell you. I wasn't up there.
Oh, what did he go up there for?
I don't know. I was asleep.
How do you know he was up there?
I didn't say he was. You said so. Besides, how would he break his neck if he didn't fall from way up there?
Well, look, officer. I think it was just another accident. I mean, we haven't got anything on Porky, and personally, I don't believe he did it.
Well, it's mighty mysterious.
So it is. But we got work to do. Now, how about it? That cement's hard down there. I want to start drilling again, and I'm short-handed. Will you let Porky stay here till I run in my pipe again, and, well, then you can take him and ask him questions till you're blue in the face.
Well,
Okay. Let's get rolling. You got steam up, Happy?
I'm all set.
All right. Porky, you go from the Forble Board.
What? Not me, Ted.
Oh, don't be such a boob. There's nobody up there to shove you overboard. And you can put a safety line around you if you want to. And besides, you're getting paid to do what you're told. I've lost too much time already. Come on, get going.
So, okay, I go up on the Forble Board. And you can bet I took a good gander around before I did anything else. Now I couldn't see a thing. So I signaled to the driller to let down the traveling block, and he did. Came sailing down from up above. I was just reaching for it to pick up the first Fourble drill pipe. Gave a big jerk, and the cable broke. It dropped and nearly pulled me off the Forble Board. And it landed right on top of Ted. And if you have any idea what a guy looks like after 2 tons of metal land on him from 80 feet up, yeah, you keep your ideas to yourself. Well, that was enough. 2 accidents in a row. The whole crew quit. They wasn't going to wait for a third. And it was Ted's money that was paying off. There wasn't any more, and as far as I know, the abandoned derrick is still there. And that was 20 years ago. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. That traveling block was right in front of my face when it broke loose. It was hanging by steel cable, 3/4-inch steel cable. And I saw that cable break right before my eyes. Looked just like a piece of string when you snap it between your fingers. I could almost see the fingers. You know what? There was something up there on the Forble Board with me. And so a couple of days later I came back. I don't know if there's anything in the world as desolate, as dismal, as dead-looking as an abandoned oil well rig. There it stands like a skeleton off on a deserted side road in the bare yellow hills surrounding it, and it's the deadest thing you ever saw. I sat in my car for a long time looking at it. Everything was just the way we'd left it. I looked in at the floor. The smashed traveling block was there alongside the rotary table. There was a little mutter of steam from the boiler. That was all. Then I heard a tinkle of something as it hit the ground alongside me. I looked around. There wasn't a soul in sight. But at my feet was the gold ring that Billy Grunwald and I had found in the core of rock that came from a mile underground and from 1,000,000 years ago in time. And I heard a little sound. The sound of a kid crying. And there wasn't any kid up there. And I heard it again, and it came from above my head, and I took out my revolver. I loaded it carefully. I started up the ladder to the Forble Board. Well, there wasn't anything up there, nothing I could see. But there was a voice crying. The voice of a little kid. And then there was a movement behind the rack of drill pipes, and I saw the pipe move, and I yelled, "Come out of there, whoever you are! Come out or I'll start shooting!" And the stand of pipe shivered, and I thought, what can it be that can handle that heavy pipe like jack straws? And then there was a crash. The whole stand of pipe fell over, and I just got out of the way in time. And I was alone on the Forble Board with the thing. But I couldn't see it. I felt the platform tremble under my feet again as something moved toward me. I fired 2 or 3 shots. And nothing happened. I started backwards. I knew it was following me because I could hear it meowing like a cat. My feet tripped over something. I saw it was a big can of red lead that somebody had left up there. Without thinking, I picked it up and I threw it at the sound and it splashed. And there it was. And I wish the face of a little girl, frightened, crying with hunger and terror. Hands like a human being, and a finger missing from the left hand. And a body. Well, I'll tell you about that. I told you how I'm scared of spiders. But I knew where it came from. It had come from the bowels of the earth, come riding up on the drill pipe as we yanked it out of the well. Come to an alien world, and was lost. It stood there dripping with red paint, blood red from head to foot like some horrible dream. And it put its hand on my arm. Its hand was stone. Living, moving stone. And it looked into my eyes and mewed like a lost kitten. "20 years ago, I discovered many things about it, what it used for food, that it was deaf, that it was invisible and couldn't see people when it was invisible, that if you sprayed it with mud or paint, or grease paint, makeup, then it could see people. And believe me, I didn't want to see its body. I can see that in my nightmares. But its face, I can't help wanting to see that pathetic little girl face. I'm afraid maybe I've fallen. But it's very beautiful. And when it's well made up, it's... But making it up, rubbing grease paint on a stone face that looks at you and smiles, and it makes sounds like a lost kitten yet. I can disguise the body in long dresses. She can't hear very well, and when she's hungry, I have to stay out of her way. I found out what she likes to eat, remember? No, sit still. Sit still, do. Sit still or I'll have to shoot you. I want you to meet my wife. Or rather, my wife wants to meet you. Mike. Mike! There she is. Come on in, dear.
The title of tonight's Quiet Please story is The Thing on the Forble Board. It was written and directed by Wyllis Cooper and featured Ernest Chappell.
And Dan Sutter played Billy Grunwald. Pat O'Malley was Ted. And Cecil Roy was also a member of the cast. As usual, music for Quiet Please is played by Albert Berman. Sound by our good friend Albert April. And so, until next week at the same time, I am quietly yours, Ernest Chappell.
That was The Thing on the Forble Board. Cooper's writing and Chappell's narration combined to produce an exquisite sense of psychological suspense. I hope you enjoyed listening. This is Reimagined Radio, a program about the power and shared experience of sound-based storytelling. With each episode, we explore classic and contemporary audio drama, re-examining radio's rich storytelling traditions and reintroducing listeners to forgotten or overlooked works that continue to resonate today. Here are some examples.
marches with rattled metal. He tramples his shadow. He mounts by the pyramid, stamps on the stairway, turns. His arm rises. His visor is opening.
Get out of my head!
Wait, is he reading your mind? Is he reading your mind? You can't let him know! Stop him! You gotta stop him!
Shut up! Shut up!
Reimagined Radio. Nothing to see, everything to hear.
More information about listening opportunities is available at our website, reimaginedradio.fm. This episode of Reimagined Radio features 2 episodes of Quiet Please, Nothing Behind the Door, and The Thing on the Forble Board. It's part of a multi-episode tribute to radio writer and director Wyllis Cooper. Thanks for listening. Reimagined Radio is produced in collaboration with the Electronic Literature Lab at Washington State University, Vancouver. Our programs are broadcast and streamed by partner independent community radio stations like KXRW-FM, Vancouver, Washington, KXRY-FM, Portland, Oregon, KNOM-AM, Nome, Alaska, KAAD-FM, Sonora, California, and Galloway's Star 24, Galloway, New Jersey. Thanks to Mark Rose for sound design, original music, and post-production. Holly Slocum for project management and lead design expertise. Evan Layden for graphic design and 2D animation. Ryland Eisenhower for announcing and YouTube strategies. Caitlin Kruger-Lesperance for social media strategies. Follow Reimagined Radio on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, and our YouTube channel, @Reimagined Radio. Visit our website, reimaginedradio.fm, for scripts and information about our episodes. Subscribe to the Reimagined Radio podcast, and we'll send you each new episode as soon as it's released. I'm John Barber, producer and host. It's been a pleasure sharing this episode with you. Thank you for listening.
This is a production of Reimagined Radio. To learn more, visit our website, reimagineradio, all one word, no punctuation, .fm. Please join us for another episode of Reimagined Radio as we continue our exploration of sound-based storytelling.